Yeah.
I'm being banned in here.
We have meetings.
We're back, and you guys actually have work to do, huh?
Yeah, another
right.
meeting.
Nice meeting you.
Better to the browser.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta get work on that.
Cool. The life of a PM.
Make us proud, Max.
So you were, I'm sorry before we were rudely interrupted with this camera, which is starting to be sort of a concern for me, but the quality's good. Continue with what you're saying.
So with customization, in order to introduce concepts such as tabs and retain backwards compatibility with all of our add-ons, we had to lose some customizability along the way. But for future releases, we definitely want to bring that back. We are looking at making sure that our customization story is just as powerful as it was before. We're also looking at potentially improving our extension model as well, so that you can, the two sort of go hand in hand in terms of extensions and the way that you customize them.
Very cool.
I'd just add that I think although we hear a lot of criticism around the issue of customization, I personally love the new IE7 interface, and I find it very clunky when I go back to IE6 to run something and find the old interface there. And I do encourage everybody to actually sort of stick with it a little bit. I know it's a bit of a change when you first install IE7, but once you get used to it, it's very difficult to go back because it is such an aid to productivity.
Kind words, Dave. Kind words. I agree completely, but kind words, nonetheless.
But if you really, really need to find those old school menu items, you can do it. You can just right click and say, view menu items.
Hit the Alt key, and the menus come down and just temporarily so you can make a selection.
Absolutely.
Although you don't even really need to do that. Everything that is in the old classic menus is also available from the new command bar. So the hotkeys are all there. We have a IE7 cheat sheet up on our blog, so download it from there and become a keyboard commando.
So so while we have your attention, I think an interesting feature would be I know you guys spent time in IE7 to enable the ability to close a tab by clicking on a little X.
Yep.
What about be able to refresh pages in the background by having a little refresh button on the tabs? Has anyone ever thought about that? Would it be useful?
Right now you can right-click, and there's a menu option that shows up on the tab there that says refresh the tab or refresh all tabs.
Nice.
It
doesn't have to be in view, though. It happens background.
Yep. There are all sorts of menu options with it when you right-click. You can also close all other tabs aside from the one that you're on. Lots of power in the right-click menus.
Excellent.
Haven't thought about the refresh icon yet, but anything's
You never
possible.
know. Now, are tabs scriptable? Can we script new tab, launch this in a new tab?
You can actually, in script, if you do an open new window, that will, under some circumstances, open a new tab. There's no actual programmatic way to force it to be a new tab. It'll depend on the user's experience. The user has got some preferences that they can set as to when something opens in a new tab versus a new window. And we want to make sure that the user's getting what they want rather than the website's forcing something on a user.
And that's a typical thing you guys have done for a while. That mantra, right?
Making sure that the user is in control.
Absolutely. Very cool. Well, hey, nice to meet you.
Nice
Sorry
to meet
about
you.
the brief interruption, but c'est la
No
vie,
worries.
man.
I'm sure there will be more meetings today.
Cool. Take care.
Hey,
Thanks, Max.